Okay, so it doesn't matter what pencil or even like pomade or whatever I'm using, it's all the same technique. So first I brush all my brows. There's like dry skin in my brows, gross. I just brush all my brow hairs like where they're supposed to be going. So making sure they're all going in the right direction. And then I'm using the Brow Wiz in medium brown from Anastasia today, but again, it's the same thing regardless of what kind of pencil I'm using. I like to kind of outline the bottom of my brow first, especially because I have like these stray hairs here that I never bother to pluck or wax or anything because they don't bother me that much. So I outline the bottom of my brow first, so I kind of know where my brow like stops. And then I extend the end just a little bit past where my hairs stop, because my brow, if I were to line up my pencil from like my nose to the outside of my eye, that's where my brow should stop. So I just extend it a little bit. And then I do the same thing to the top, just outline the top. And I do short little strokes. I'm not trying to like draw my brow all at once. So we do the same thing to the top, meet up with that bottom line in the corner, brush through just a little bit, and then I just fill in the middle. And I do these lines that I'm doing here like horizontally because that's the way the hair grows. And I'm always brushing through when I'm like done doing something basically. So then when I do the front, these hairs grow upwards. So I just flick my pencil up. And I don't outline the very front of my brow, top and bottom, because I think it just looks really harsh. I like a very natural brow. Kind of fix this top line here based off of how high I brush up these front strokes. And then again, brush it all through. Like, it's really easy. Just don't try and draw your whole brow in at once. And you can always add a little bit more where you need it. It's harder to take it away. And that's it. That's how I do my eyebrows. Really easy. So I'll show you this side. So brush all the hairs where they're supposed to go. And I start my outline kind of like here. So not in the very front of my brow, kind of like a quarter of the way in. Outline the bottom, extend it a little bit, do the top. Meet up with the bottom. And if you have a very like pointy brow shape and you don't want it to be pointy, then don't follow that exact point. When you get to the point and you want it to be like a soft arch, do more of like a curve, like a C shape, rather than a point. Because once you have all your brow filled in, you're not really gonna see that like you have this point here that you didn't fill in. Because the rest of your brow will be filled in and structured. And if you want the pointy brow, then follow the pointy brow. Fill in the middle, brush through a little bit. And this is my bad brow because I have a scar here from when I had a brow piercing. So this brow I kind of got to play with a little bit more. Do the front. Fix this top line. And now I have 2 eyebrows. Easy. Okay, brows again, just to show you with a different shaped pencil. So this is the Goof Proof from Benefit, so it has more of like an ovally tip. My brows are crazy. So just, you need to come closer. Just because with an oval tip, because the shape is an oval and it's not like a teeny tiny tip, I wanted to show you how I did it with this kind of pencil also. And this would be the same if I were using like a dip brow, like brow from Benefit, because I would use that on an angled brush, so it's the same kind of concept where it's an oval and not just a teeny tiny tip. So I've brushed all my hairs how they're supposed to. Twist this up a little bit more. So I take it horizontally and I do the bottom. Same technique, I just have to turn the pencil. So basically, like whatever angle I'm trying to draw it, that's the way I'm holding the pencil. So I'm doing the bottom. When I get to the curve, I kind of curve the pencil so that it follows that shape that I'm trying to make. So it's not just like, and I get like a check mark. Do the top. Same thing, curve it at the top. Okay. And then instead of keeping it like horizontal like this and trying to fill in, I turn it this way. So it's vertical and just fill in the middle. And when I get to this tail, I turn it like diagonally to fill in that tail part. And then for the front, I go back to vertical and I go up into the brow, because that's the way the hair grows. And then just brush it through. The dog's on the move, I can hear him. So that's how I do it with this kind of pencil. So that's all I do for my brows. Really simple and easy. I don't like a very hard line structured brow or anything like that. So that's just how I fill in my brows for a really like natural, easy look. So that's all you have to do. If you want a tutorial on a more like structured, like Instagram, but not quite, because I'm not going to do all that. If you want a more structured brow, let me know and I'll do that too. But this is how I do like my everyday eyebrows.